Our first big project, now that we're back in the bus, is going to be building our upper kitchen cabinets. After a couple of weeks of sun and fun in the Bahamas, we're back to work on the bus.
It feels good to be back in the bus.
It's quite a change from the Bahamas.
Contending with a winter storm.
My hands are so cold.
It's almost the same exact design as we used for the bedroom overhead cabinets.
We picked up this piece of wood so we can turn it into a sign with the name of our bus. And now we just gotta decide where we want to put it inside the bus. So let's see what you guys think. You can vote below in the comments. We're Mela and Don.
We uprooted our lives and left Los Angeles
With the dream of converting an MCI D3 40-foot bus into a tiny home on wheels. We're sharing our progress.
one bite at a time.
What?
How to eat an elephant one bite at a time.
Over.
We've been back for a few days now.
We came back to a major snowstorm. It's 18 degrees and it's quite a change from the Bahamas.
That's called Indiana basketball there.
Yeah.
One thing I do love about fresh snow is that you can see where the critters have been. You can see where the deer trails are. You can see where the rabbits have been, and then you can see where nobody's been. Looks like deer. We did a lot of video editing, and then we finally got back in the bus yesterday.
Our first big project, now that we're back in the bus, is going to be building our upper kitchen cabinet.
That's this low.
We're gonna have the cabinets all the way up here, around, including the electric box, to about the window.
We've got 12 inches. What are we putting up here?
I don't know.
Cups? The tricky part really happens once we get over into the electrical area. A lot of people have asked or commented trying to figure out what we're going to do with these. There's a plan, but we just can't do it until we get the frames for our upper cabinets in the kitchen. So it warmed up yesterday and it rained, and then it dropped to freezing, so now all the snow is ice covered.
Oh, so hard.
So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and put some biscuits to make our hatch to conceal all that crazy electrical spaghetti.
We made this the height we thought we needed it, and now we realized it would be better if it was just a little taller. So we're adding one more piece of wood.
So we want to try to get our backsplash, the little wood part of our backsplash, all made out of the same wood that we used for the countertops. So we're just going to chop the ends down of the pieces we've decided on so that they line up perfectly.
We're gonna screw our backsplash down into our kitchen countertop, just straight down from the top. So we're gonna use the drill press to make some holes in the top of the backsplash, and then we just filling the holes with a dowel rod. pretty much prepped. We've prepped all the wood, sanded it, cleaned it with mineral spirits, and now we basically have to let that dry. And the piece that we glued on has to dry too, so we can't really move forward until things dry. And I'm okay with that because it's really cold and every time I walk outside I just want to kill somebody. So we're gonna let things dry, go inside and stay cozy because it's just one of those miserable days. And hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit warmer and we can come in and enjoy staining the stuff.
What's wrong?
My hands are so cold.
Set everything down and go inside. I'll do the same thing.
It looks like a chipmunk was here or something.
Yeah, hungry chipmunk.
The one piece we have to make a little bit thicker that's up against the bathroom wall. I'm gonna fill that crack in first with wood filler. I've made an indoor station for our backsplashes to get stained. Don is out in the garage. He's got a little cutting to do of our big piece that is covering all our electrical wires. Let's go see how Don's doing outside. How's it going out here in the Arctic?
Good. I got the pieces cut. I'm just wiping them off and we'll let them dissipate the mineral spirits and then you'll be ready to stain them.
Okay. Everything is dry, so we can finally get to the staining. You pull these up. So much. Look how pretty it just becomes. It just every time I just go, wow. We've been working on a little side project.
You might remember, if you've been following the Bahama adventures, that we spent a little time walking around the beach looking for some driftwood. You want to keep looking?
We picked up this piece of wood on the beach. It's got a lot of character and makes us think of the island. And I'm going to prep it so we can turn it into a sign with the name of our bus. I'm gonna put it in a bathtub with some water and bleach. Basically just kill off anything that's living inside of it. We were very inspired by the island, and when we learnt what the name of the island means, there were some English settlers who escaped Bermuda looking for religious freedom, and their ship crashed.
And they named the island Eleuthera.
After the Greek word
Eleutheria.
Eleutheria, which means freedom, which I think is really cool. We felt compelled to name our bus Eleutheria.
I think for both of us, taking on this project, building this home on wheels, has so much to do about freedom. Freedom to live our lives the way that we want.
Freedom to live off-grid.
Freedom to change our life at any time. So we thought it was only fitting to go ahead and christen the bus
We didn't really feel a need to name the bus until now. We didn't want to name it just for the sake of naming it. We wanted it to really mean something, and I think all the time and effort we've put into this bus, it's become a part of us, and it is our home and a place of refuge.
Anybody who's converted a bus knows that you'll always be working on it. We've only got a few things left to do to get Eleutheria out on the road. And once we do, I'm sure both of us will be happy to explain why we named our bus that. So next up, we're going to cut down the wood for our upper kitchen cabinet number 1. In order to put this together, we're scrounging through our scrap wood. This may be the last project we can do with just scrap. Look at that!
We bought doors from Clearview to match what we have going on in our lower cabinets.
So the first thing we need to do for this master plan is create the ends that are curved, so we get to use the
Curvy tool!
curvy tool.
If you're curious where you can get that curvy tool, take a look in the description below this video and there will be a link.
You can tell that I've done this one before because it's almost the same exact design as we used for the bedroom overhead cabinets. A little bit smaller, but it's much easier to do something second time around.
All our pieces are cut for our first piece of cabinet. Now we just gotta glue it and screw it all together. Oops, we just realized we forgot one of the inner cabinet walls. Gonna quickly go make that and put that in before we get our bottom of the cabinet screwed in.
Oh, baby, I love your madness. It's so incredibly beautiful. Oh, you shine like gold, so selfless to all, and wild like an animal. Some would say I'm insane in the right in a way, but I just love to play in your fun and your games. Always hungry for more, that's just how I was born. Take me somewhere I don't know and give me your freedom. Whoa.
But look at that, upper cabinets. Woohoo!
Frame of the upper cabinet 1 is done. Pretty much out of wood, scrap wood, so we have to go get wood before we can do anything else.
Today's the day we get to put our first upper cabinet up into place. The hardest part is dealing with all these wires.
cabinet itself is screwed into the back beam, that's the wall beam of the bus, and then there's 2 overhead beams where it's screwed in as well. But I feel pretty secure about it now. Pulling on it, it shakes the whole bus. It's not going anywhere. Now there's a lot of wiring that I need to redo over here. Everything we need has to go through this cabinet. So we're gonna be able to hide it away. It feels good to be back in the bus and getting some things done. We've still got to do another one over in this area. The next one we actually can't build because we're finally out of all the scrap wood we've been using for everything. Can't complete that other unit till we get that wood. Unfortunately, the wagon's full of ice and snow. As soon as it thaws enough that we can get it out, we'll head over and get wood and get started on that side of the overhead cabinets.
So we finished Eleutheria's sign, and now we just gotta decide where we want to put it inside the bus. So we thought we'd find a few different options and see what you guys think. You can vote below in the comments. First thought is to just put it right up front of the bus. If we do put it at the front, it might be like to the side of the mini split. Option number 2, over the front door. Option number 3, we're gonna have like a cat shelf come out here. So I don't know if Pizzicato will want to share her shelf, but maybe we could kind of secure it to the shelf. But I don't know. I don't know if Pizzicato will like option number 3. Option number 4. Again, there's going to be some more shelves coming out over the window, but over this window we could perhaps secure it. And to give you an idea of what this area will look like, it's going to end up looking kind of like it does on that side with the dark trim.
And there's one more option we didn't really talk about, but coming into the bus today, seeing that the color we painted is almost exactly the same as our beautiful bedroom wall. Yeah, I don't actually think it can go in there because there's going to be a door.
So many people are very concerned about that there's no door in the bathroom. There will be a door one day.
So what do you think? Comment below, tell us where you think we should put our namesake plate for our bus.
And we'll see you next week for some more cabinetry. We've got our spices in here.
Unfortunately, I spilled some coffee on the plan.
Hi!
This is what you call the shower people.
I'm showering! Get out!